Okay, hi guys. Sorry I couldn't be there today, but we're going to go ahead and do this lesson together. I'm hoping that the sub was able to get this up on the board for you. Okay, we're going to look, and this is matching the paper that he's given out to you, so we can do these together so you can do your homework. And that way we're not going to get behind. Okay, so look at number 1 and do this with me. You'll notice you have 2 blanks on your paper that you have to fill out. You have to fill out slope and a point. So if we look at the graph and we count up, you'll notice that we have a slope of 1, 2, 3, 4, is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 5, and then we're going left 3, so we have a negative 3. So my slope, fill it into your graph, is negative 5 over 3. Okay, and notice I moved that negative sign up to the top of that fraction. We talked about that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is going to pick one of these points. We have 2 ordered pairs on this graph, and it doesn't matter which one you pick. You just have to pick one of them. Okay, so if I look at this ordered pair right here, I have 3, negative 2. And if I look at the other one, I have 0, 3. So you're going to use whichever one makes you feel warm and tingly. I personally like that 0, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in where my point information go. Okay, so now we're going to use the point slope formula that I have written over here at the top. You can see it. Let's see if I can point it out to you right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to fill in the information that we have. We already know that this is my x and my y, and we already have our slope. So let's go ahead and fill that in, okay? Let's move this arrow out of the way. Whoop, didn't want to do that. Let's get that graph back. There we go. Okay, so let's fill in what we know. We have y minus y1 is coming from my ordered pair, which is that 3. We're going to put in our slope, which is negative 5 over 3, and then x minus the x from our ordered pair, which is 0. Okay, now, at this point, I'm hoping that you see something that I definitely would not want you working with, and that's that fraction. You know I don't like fractions. So we're going to multiply by 3 and get rid of it. So I'm going to put my little love note of 3 all into the problem everywhere except for in that parentheses. Okay, so when we multiply, we end up with 3y minus 9. Okay, this 3 and that bottom 3, the numerator and denominator, are going to cross off because it makes a 1. And then we have x minus 0. Okay, now all I have left, oops, I did forget that negative 5. I should have yelled that out, or I heard some of you guys say that. Squeezed it in there. I know it looks funny. Okay, let's distribute that negative 5. So we're going to have 3y minus 9 equals negative 5x. And that negative 5 to that 0 is going to make, when it multiplies, it's going to make a 0. So you can put it there. It's going to put a plus 0, or you can leave it off. Either way. Okay, our next step is we're going to go ahead and move our pieces and combine like terms. Okay, I'm going to move this minus 9 over here, so it becomes a plus 9. Okay, so we're going to have 3y equals negative 5x plus 9. And in my last step, I hear some of you guys saying divide by 3. Okay, so now my equation to this line is y equals negative 5 over 3x plus 3 when I clean it all up. Okay, what do you think about that? All right, let's go ahead and we'll go over to the other side and try the next problem, okay? Okay, problem number 2. You ready? Go ahead and look at this graph, and I'll give you a second to fill in your slope and your point information. Okay, remember your slope is an up and an over, so pick your lowest point, which, if you ask me, I'm going to say I think it looks like that, personally. So I'd go ahead and I'd pick that point. All right, so let's go. Your slope, I'm hoping you recognize that slope, that you have up 1. And it looks like we're going over 5. Hopefully I'm seeing that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, and the point, let's see, you have 2 points. You have a negative 3, positive 3, and then the other one is 2, 4. Okay, now if I was doing that, I most likely would use that positive number. So I'm going to use 2, 4, but it doesn't matter. You can use any of those points that you want, or either one, I should say. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's plug in what we know, okay, into our formula. So y is always going to just stay there. The y1 comes from our ordered pair. So we're going to use the 4 that's right over here. So y minus 4 equals 1/5 parentheses x minus 2. Okay, and close your parentheses. All right, now, you know again, I know you get tired of me saying it, but I do not like fractions. So I'm going to multiply and get rid of that 5 on the bottom of that 1/5. So there's my little love notes up there in green so you can see them. Okay, so now, multiplying it through, we're going to have 5y minus 20 equals, and there's those 5s making a big 1, so they're going to cross off. And then I have 1 parentheses. I still have my x minus 2. Okay, so now, before you can move anything over, you got to distribute that 1. So you're going to have 5y minus 20 equals 1x minus 2. Okay, I think you know what to do at this point because you guys are really good at this. You're going to move that 20 over by adding that. Alrighty, and we're going to have 5y equals 1x plus 18, and then divide through by 5. Okay, so my final equation is y equals 1 over 5x, which is my slope, plus 18/5. Now, it's kind of funky because you know that this is your y-intercept. But if I take a second and I look at that graph, 18/5 is equal to about 3 3/5. And if you look up on your y-axis to where 3 3/5 is, let me see if I can get it up there and make it where you can see it. If you look up here, whoop, I'm so sorry. That didn't work. Hang on, I'm trying to get to something where I can point to it and help you see it a little bit. Nope, that didn't do it either. I'm sorry, it's not working for me here. Here we go. Okay, if you look up here on your graph, see where the arrow's pointing? That's about 3 3/5. Okay? All right, so there you have it. So that's a nice way of checking your work. Okay, what I want you to do is you'll have a couple like this on your paper that you're going to be working with for your homework, okay? And I'm going to stop here and let you work on some of them. Bye.